Hi Pisces, welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your mid-May 2023 love reading. Thank you to those of you who like, viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all of that. For those of you new to the channel, for what we have in front of us, it's what I call the Bridge of the Gap spread. And the way it works is a look at the past, present, and future energies between you and the main love interest. Once we get through all that, we'll pull some oracle cards as well for some additional insight. And that's where the Bridge of the Gap dynamic comes into play. And as far as the decks being used, on the left side we have the Lotus Path Tarot, on the right side we have the Romantic Tarot. And also keep in mind it's a general reading, so I'm going to be referring to the cards on the left as your energy and the cards on the right as the other person's. If you feel like it's halfway around your situation, then definitely trust that. Alright, so with all that out of the way, we'll get started. Past energy on the other side, we have the Seven of Staves. So this is a Leo energy here. And it could just be saying that in the past you might have been a bit guarded toward this person. You might have felt like they were coming on a bit too strong for your liking. For some of you, might have even met this person within your work environment as well. So that might have been something that made you a little hesitant to explore the type of connection with them. But yeah, definitely looks like in the past you were a bit guarded toward them. Alright, past energy on their side, we have the Two of Wands. So Aries energy here. And to me, if you look at the artwork here, the imagery that I get from this is that it seems like someone who might have had their friends talk them into getting themselves back out there, right? So maybe they had been single for a while, for example. Maybe they'd gone through a breakup recently or something. But at the same time, given that this is a Two of Wands, that could also explain why they might have come across the wrong way to you, right? So maybe they were just a bit rusty, right? Or maybe they were just a bit nervous in general. So if they had to have their friends kind of talk them into coming forward toward you, right, then maybe they're not necessarily too good when it comes to communicating, when it comes to romantic feelings. But that's what I see with that. All right, in the present position on your side, we have the Nine of Coins, Virgo energy, and Awakening, which is the equivalent of the Sun in traditional tarot. So to see these two cards here, could just be saying that in the present you're enjoying your single life, but at the same time with the Awakening energy coming up here, could just be saying that in the midst of that you might actually start to realize that maybe you do have some feelings for this person, right? Or you might get some signs and synchronicities that actually might point you toward this person's direction, to where maybe you might feel like suddenly giving it a shot with this person. The reason I say that is because we see the angelic figure there, right? So it could just be one of those things that maybe within dreams, or maybe just signs you might see and make you think, oh, okay, maybe I should give this person a chance. All right, and present energy on their side, we have the Chariot. So here, actually, we see more of a confident energy from them. This is the major arcana card for Cancer, and it could just be saying that, that their confidence is starting to grow, and they're even more convinced that they would like to get things off the ground with you. So interesting, given that it doesn't look like you've really reciprocated much to this point. But yeah, at the very least, it looks like they're growing in their confidence around the situation. All right, future energy on your side, we have the Five of Staves and the Ten of Cups. So interesting mixture here. This is actually a Pisces card, and with the Five of Staves, more Leo energy, by the way. What I see with this really could just be saying that you might actually feel your feelings for this person grow in the future, but at the same time you might be really reluctant to express that, right? So you might just find yourselves being awkward, actually. So funny enough, in the past it looks like they were the ones who might have been a bit awkward with their approach, and now in the future it looks like it could be you guys, where maybe you might just maybe from your perspective it would be more of a playful way of teasing the person, but they might actually take it a bit more to heart. So it could just be one of those things where you still might be holding back the fact that you are starting to feel the feelings for this person and come across in what you think is a more playful way, but they might take it as more of a genuine rejection. So just be on the lookout for that. All right, and future energy on their side, we have the Nine of Pentacles. So yeah, the same energy you guys had in the present, we see it coming up on their side in the future. So I can see this playing out a couple different ways, right? So like I said, especially if it seems like you're still being resistant toward expressing to them that your feelings are starting to grow. Like I said, they might take that as genuine rejection, so they might be like, oh, okay, I guess Pisces just isn't interested in me, right? But I do have to say, what this could also be saying for some of you as well is that if you take this too far, then this could actually be the character we see off to the side there could actually be the role that you might end up in, where this person might actually end up pursuing another connection just with the thought that, okay, well, I've tried with Pisces and they don't seem to be interested. So there's something to watch out for there. All right. Bottom of the deck on your side, we have Sacrifice. So this is actually the equivalent of the Hanged Man in traditional tarot, which is actually, usually to me, I view it as a Pisces energy. And this could just be saying that in the midst of trying to do things a certain way, like I was talking about, you might actually end up causing issues within the connection where, like I said, they might take the rejection as genuine and not necessarily move forward from that point. And to be fair, for others, could just be saying that if you truly feel like, if you genuinely feel like, yeah, I just don't think this person is a good match for me, then it could just be saying, well, if that's the case, don't try to bend over backwards to accommodate what they would like, So, but for the majority, I think it's more the first storyline there. All right, and bottom of the deck on their side, we have the Two of Pentacles. So yeah, this isn't normally what I think of with this card, but if you look here, it looks like that, light, playful energy that we see with little kids, right, where one might actually have a crush on the other, but then the other like kind of rejects it, So it could just be one of those things where if that's the energy that you bring toward them, it might bring up an old wound for them that makes them think of that time. So they could just take it as genuine rejection, even if you don't mean it that way. All right, so moving on to the Oracle cards. First, we'll see what we get from the Aqua Moonlight deck here. And we'll be looking for unspoken messages from you to them and from them to you. So we'll see what comes up. Nope, already got one there on your side. All right, let's see what we get from them to you now. Alright, doesn't seem like anything's coming up, so I'll give it a few more shuffles up. Just when I was saying that, finally got one. Okay, so first we'll see what we got on your side. Okay, we have Love. And it won't focus for some reason, but there we go. It says, my heart is opening and I'm ready. So yeah, interesting there because I talked about the awakening energy, right, beneath the Nine of Coins, and then we also see the Ten of Cups beneath the Five of Staves. So yeah, like I said, it does seem like your feelings will start to grow for this person over time. But like I said, just be mindful of, if you are trying to conceal that a bit too much, they just might view it as genuine rejection at a certain point. All right. And then on their side, we have Ring. It says, I promise you. So yeah, this could just be saying that that's really how they view the connection, that they really see a long-term potential in this connection, right? Which I do feel could be the case, given that we see the Chariot energy there, where I was saying it looks like their confidence is growing, even if it seemed like you weren't reciprocating toward them in the moment. It looks like their confidence toward the connection could be grown in that regard. So seems like they're pretty serious. So hope that resonated with you. All right, and lastly, we'll pull a card from the Wisdom Oracle deck here. Just a single card, and then we'll wrap up the reading with that. Oh, got one there. All right, so let's see what you got. Okay, we have Regeneration. There's the artwork, and the number is 46. So seeing this is interesting because this makes me wonder if possibly the two of you might have been together at some point in the past, and maybe if that's the case, I feel like it would have been a long time ago, and now maybe you guys are giving it a shot again. But maybe not for all of you, but we'll see what it says there. Okay, the relationship message says the world is based on connections and relationships. No matter what loss has occurred in the past or even now, death and endings are only illusions. There is life after death, love after loss, and in this moment, you are radiating the regenerative life force energy that makes you irresistible to love in all forms. Now is the time when you will see evidence of this new emergence. Can you feel it? Love is rising up to greet you. So yeah, definitely a pretty positive message there. But yeah, like I said, just be mindful of if you try to push them away too much or just try to hold back your feelings, this person might take it a bit more seriously than you intend. So just be on the lookout for that. But other than that, like I said, it looks like there is potential for the connection to get off the ground if that's what you would be interested in. All right, so we'll wrap up there and I'll see you guys next month. All right, bye.